everybody. I am here for the Ugly Art Club 5-minute challenge for day 11. And today's prompt is dip dye. So I've put this on a sticky. I've created a sticker out of this. It's a different sticker maker, and I don't like it as well because I always end up messing up the cartridge. So anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do is start my timer. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put down a bit of washi tape. This is from Unwell Studio, if I can find the end of it. And it's Dee Dee Catron's, and I don't know, I mean, she has new things and then replaces other things, so I'm not even sure that it's still available, but I really like it. And it's kind of her colors. Well, this is not coming off so well. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put down a piece of this on this side. I'm gonna try to use well, maybe I'm not. Okay, and I'm gonna put down another piece because that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, I'm cutting off this piece, and I'm gonna put it up here. Okay, so now I've got this sticker that I made with the prompt from the challenge, and I'm going to stick that down over top of this washi. Okay. Now, the prompt is dip dye, so I have a couple of things that I'm going to demonstrate, but first I want to show you that I'm using seam binding. I'm going to dip the seam binding, the piece of seam binding that I cut off, which is right here. This is a lifetime, well, probably several lifetimes. I wish you guys were close to me because I would share it with you. Anyway, this is more than you'll ever need. I have it in white and I have it in off-white. I think this is the white, which doesn't really look all that white. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain, and this is Vintage Photo, and I'm going to spray some in this little container. Can you see the container? There we go. All right, so I'm going to spritz it with water because, you know, it's very, very concentrated, so you can spray it. Now I'm going to dip this piece of that I've torn off from a sketch pad. I'll dip both sides because I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. And then I'm going to dip this seam binding in there. And you see how it just soaks it up. And it comes out to be this beautiful color of brown. I've got another one too. Let's see. It's even darker. This one is Ground Espresso, which you would expect to be very, very dark. And it is. So we'll see what happens when I dip this in there too. So I'm going to have two different colors. Now, the downside of this is that now it has to be dried. So here we go. I've got the quietest heat tool. That's me. This is also a Tim Holtz powder. Online too. You can get them both on Amazon and other places. I don't have any press stores. But the closest one I've got is probably 10 miles away, and it's like it's not really nothing on the way art supplies store, like decorating with flowers and stuff like that. Okay, so I know I'm going to run out of time. My timer's just about over, so I'm going to run these I'm going to run this through the Xyron, which I demonstrated for you yesterday. And that's the side I want. So you put the side you want visible up and run it through the Xyron like I showed you yesterday, and it makes a sticker. Now you'd want to probably put something else beside this so you don't waste so much of the sticky, but I'm just demonstrating, and 5 minutes is almost up, and I'm not done, but this is not a marathon thing. I mean, if I go over, I go over. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I wanted to demonstrate how I use the seam binding and how I did the dipping. And when you dip, you're gonna have to dry. So here we have this. I'm gonna put this down right here. Try not to tear it. Yes, I had a comment, and this is the product I used yesterday. This is Art Graph. It's a watercolor graphite, and I found it on Amazon. And the thing I like, I order from Jerry's Artorama, and I order from Dick Blick and other places. But what I like about Amazon too is the fact that they, I have free delivery with my Prime membership. So, okay, I love doing splatters but they do go all over the place. All right, so let's see, that side still needs a little something, so I don't know what yet. Well, the one thing I want to do is attach this. And as you all have seen, well, where is it? I try to keep it on my desk because, as usual, it has just, oh, here it is. I didn't have it on my desk. I'm going to unflip this for a minute, pick up this page, and try to staple this. As you all have seen, I have a dickens of a time. See, this is it. I'm just not, oh, well, it flipped it down, but I think it's kind of cute. There we go. All right, so it still needs something. What does it need? Maybe just some Stabilo. That was another thing. It's a Stabilo Marks All, and it is so versatile. I mean, there are all kinds of things you can do with it. You could splatter with it, which I've demonstrated, but you can also just make marks, and I think that's kind of cool. So, I believe, well, maybe I'll make a mark over here. Thank y'all for bearing with me today. Like I said, when you dip, it's wet, and you have to dry. So, this is it for today. Today's prompt for day 11 is dip dye. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.